Hello everybody, what's going on? This is Andrew, and today I am still playing some Historic, still trying to figure out what I want to do in the event this weekend. But today I want to go back to a deck that I have been playing a couple variants of over the last couple of months, and kind of bring things down a little bit. So this is a blue-green flash deck that doesn't play Gearhulk, doesn't play Sublime Epiphany, doesn't play any of the really expensive spells I've been playing before. Gets lowered to the ground with Frilled Mystic, more Brazen Borrowers, and some more cheap spells. And Nissa, who shakes the world. To kind of be a more mid-rangey flash deck versus the more control-y flash decks that I've been playing before. This deck is kind of reminiscent of the flash deck that was in Standard a few years ago, and I think it looks pretty sweet. Obviously, Nissa is a really powerful card that makes your lands into creatures and gives you a lot of mana. That mana we can use for things like Hydroid Krasis, hard-casting Shark Typhoon if we ever get there, or just making one massive shark. And then having enough mana to like Thassa's Intervention and counter their spells, play Nightback Ambushers, stuff like that. The sideboard of this deck, we've got some spells, some Graveyard Hate in Relic, and then a bunch of Scavenging Oozes, Shifting Ceratops, some Elder Gargoroths, and a Voracious Hydra for creature matchups. So, I like the idea of this deck. I think it could be walking the very fine line between beating control and being able to keep up with aggro. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition in these matches, though. Alright, getting into our first match against Ben. Hey, Ben. Let's do battle. Like I said, I like playing flash decks kind of like this one. We're obviously mulliganing this first hand because we don't have green. This looks better. I'll keep this, and what am I putting back? Probably just the Fabled Passage. I want second green, but I don't think I put back any of these other cards. I just go Forest on 1, Island on 2, hold up Disruption plus Growth Spiral. They're a Giganta deck, so they're either Jund Sacrifice or Niv Mizzet. Looks like they're Niv Mizzet. Cool. We drew a Fabled Passage, which is actually perfect. Just do this and pass. We have the Disruption if we need it. They might not do anything this turn, though. But if they do, we've got it covered. Cool. Now we've drawn too many lands. Only drawn lands so far. I feel like if our draw line's up right, this could be a good matchup. It could also be a terrible matchup. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. Growth Spiral. Okay. I haven't seen Growth Spiral in a Niv Mizzet deck for a while. I'm gonna crack my passage. And at this point, I have enough of all my lands that doesn't really matter what I take. I will play Castle Vantress though. So if they do nothing, I get to scry. If they try to cast a spell, I get to dispute. I'll take a Nissa who shakes the world. Sounds good to me. Put this on blue, I think. Play Nissa. Untap a forest, so I can have Mystical Dispute up. Yeah. Kind of expected the Vanishing Verse, to be completely honest. And a Helix for my forest, okay. Luckily, I've got the Dispute for the Niv. So we're still in this. I'll shock this in and pass. Dispute it again. I'm not sure if I'm just casting Brazen Bar over here or activating Castle of Antris. They don't have a lot of things I want to bounce, so I kind of just want to cast this and start attacking. So we're through 2 of their Nivs already. That feels pretty good. And they're picking up Giganta here, it looks like. No. Okay. Frilled Mystic is nice. It's nice to load up on some spells here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. If I foretell this, I can't have double counterspell up, but I do get to save mana later. I think it's good to foretell. If they try to go, if they play Giganta, I'll just Frilled Mystic it, I think. That way I can go Stock coming plus Castle on a following turn. Okay, we're keeping up, but we're drawing a lot of lands. Kavu. I think I need to counter that. And there's Clarion, sure. Jeez Louise. And that missing there probably means we lose. Yeah.
I know my responsibility. No time for a break.
Yep. I think missing there is gonna do it. Nissa's like the only card that can maybe get us out of this, and I don't even know if she can. Nissa can attack Teferi, so he can't downtick next turn. But if they have a Vanishing Verse or something, just dead. Need to find like a Hydroid Crisis or something, probably.
In this land, we are all connected. Behold, nature's true power.
They have another Helix. Yeah, they found 3 Helixes.
Keep up the pace.
And now I don't think there's a way we come back from this. Okay, so disputes are good. Aether guests are good. Do I want shifting Ceratops? Just as like a big thing, another threat. Honestly, Elder Gargaroth might be good against them. What do I want to cut here? Decisive Denial I don't love. And what else am I cutting? Sonic Cummings fine. Thassa's Intervention is fine. I like Crisis a decent amount. Am I ever trimming Nissa here? I don't know if I should bring in the Gargroth because they have Vanishing Verses. It's good against their burn spells, but bad against Vanishing Verse. But it matches up well in the territorial copy, so I think I will bring those in. I'll trim a Nissa. I'll trim the Abundant Harvest. And then, like, a Brazen Borrower and a a Shark Typhoon. Should probably figure out exactly how I want to sideboard with whatever deck I pick to go play in the tournament. This is fine. If I hit, this is great. If not, this hand kind of sucks. So we'll go. One of these is blue, one of these is green. We'll foretell this. Okay, the Aether Gust is nice. It gives us protection against their first whatever. I'm just beholding here so I can hit lands. I think I fetch blue. Sure. Missed again, huh? I'll Growth Spiral, see if I hit. Nope. What to discard? I think a Brazen Borrower. I have the Mystical Dispute, so I don't think this game's over yet. It's getting pretty dicey, though. Like, if they shock Niv here, I just dispute it. I think I'll still dispute this. It either wastes their turn, or they don't get to do it. That's fine. If I find a land next turn, I'm like, this game is not over. If I don't find a land next turn, this game's absolutely over. I don't even know what they take here, though. The card that wins me the game, a counterspell. Yeah, they take a Freld Mystic, sure. Holy cow. Well, I can Aether Gust. I'll let that resolve, that's fine. I was just waiting to see if they were going to do something else with their mana this turn. Since they're not, I'll just Aether Gust it. Why can't I find lands? Sure. Yep, Kavo resolves. Cycle Shark Typhoon. Can't do anything about this attacking. This is just going to get to attack. I'll try attacking for 2. Imagine how great this hand could have been if I had an actual threat on the board right now. I've got Slot coming plus Dispute to protect whatever threat. Yeah. Yeah, as is, only finding 4 lands in the top 20 cards of our deck is not gonna do it. Growth Spiral. Okay. Bounce that. Veto, sure. Shock, go. Yep. Take 5. I imagine they're just loaded up on removal spells here. But if they spend their mana, it drastically improves the chances that this Nightpack Ambusher resolves and sticks. They picked up Giganta, okay. Yeah. I know they can just Helix my face at any point and I die. Let's see if they have the Helix. Nope, they're just vetoing my draw spell. Okay. Can't even make Krasis big enough? Well, seems about right. Alright, into the second match with this Flash deck. We're playing against a Lurrus deck, so it's probably a food deck or an Auras deck. So that's something to keep in mind. We want cheap things. This hand actually looks really good. But we'll see if this can keep up with the Auras decks. I guess it could be food too. It's been tough trying to plan. Looks like it's Auras. They have Esper Sentinel, which means this first counter spell is going to hurt. It's been tough preparing for these historic events. Just like, there's so many different decks, and it's almost like you just want to pick. Yeah, I think I have to counter it. But yeah, I just don't know. I don't know how to prep for an event like this. Anything. All the decks I try, like, hard lose to something or hard beat other things, and I can't really find anything that sits in the middle super well, or I haven't been able to find that yet. Just Core Spirit Dancer, and if I can't take this off the table, I'm just going to lose. This card's really dumb. So, Brazen Borrower. Yeah, I don't think it's worth playing the rest of this game. We can't beat a Spirit Dancer on the table. Voracious Hydra seems okay here. And like, I probably want some of my Scavenging Oozes, but any of my expensive counter spells are just going to be way too slow here. I guess decisive denial is good. Get my scoozes in here. Trim a Nissa, trim a Night Pack. Something like that. Do I want disputes against them? I think leaving 2 in seems fine. I have Scooz. I don't think I want Relic. Thinking about the Elder Gargaroth again. I'm going to try without. But that might be wrong. I might need the Elder Gargaroth here. Untapped Snarl with a Voracious Hydra in hand. I guess it doesn't matter. This can just be a tap land. All that, and I'm just going to make it a tap land. Oh, I did that wrong. If I want to dispute something, I should have left the island in my hand so I can Growth Spiral and then cast Dispute. Luckily, it doesn't matter. Come on, land. This game is killing me. Just doing nothing. SRAM triggers on cast. I needed to kill SRAM that turn. Otherwise, they're just going to cast a bunch of auras and draw a bunch of cards. Or not. Oh, they have a thing. Cool. If I don't draw a land this turn, I'd probably just lose the game. Okay. Alright, Tim. Just Tim. Hopefully, this deck that I'm playing can actually have a chance to show off against you. Okay, so we're going to keep this hand. We're going to draw a land with Abundant Harvest. And then... oh no, then Hinterland Harbor can't enter the battlefield. Untapped. Okay, we play this tapped first. This is a control I probably should have. Oh no, cool. Everything went better than expected. This is fine. So now I'll foretell this, play this. Do we even want to land this turn? I can kind of draw a non-land here, huh? Because I'll... Narset. So the Behold the Multiverse doesn't do anything right now. I need to kill Narset at some point. I think I might just Thassa's Intervention to draw 2 here. This doesn't draw cards, so this will actually work. Just like that. Wonder, are they gonna Archmage's Charm themselves here? Nope, just Cycle Shark Typhoon, sure. This is fetching blue. I can saw it coming plus Decisive Denial this turn. I don't think I want to cast anything this turn. Oh, they did discard the hand size. Interesting. I would have loved to have not missed my land drop there. Archmages charm themselves to draw 2 cards. So here's the thing. I want to counter this. I don't think I do, though. They were tapped out, so I thought about like just jamming Nightpack Ambusher there. I don't think that's the right thing to do necessarily, because then I can't counter this Teferi that's coming. At least I can Frilled Mystic it. It's pretty cool. And they block. And then I still pass with 2 counter spells up and a Shark Typhoon to cycle if they don't do anything. Cycle Shark Typhoon. This might be the matchup that this deck gets to shine, right? Like, both of these are going to kill Narset because I don't want... that's right, they can do that. I guess I let that resolve.
I shall miss your company.
Yeah, the flash deck with threats is usually good against the tap out blue-white deck. Yeah, I'll let that hit me for now. I want to Behold the Multiverse. Try to hit land drops. That's all I want is land drops for the foreseeable future. Do I take a Shark Typhoon? What am I scared of them doing at instant speed here? Is there anything I'm scared of them doing at instant speed? I don't think so. So I think I can just take these and cycle the Shark Typhoon. Find another Frilled Mystic. Am I jamming Nissa? Probably not. I think I'll just pass and discard the Hydroid Krasis. Pretty far away from Krasis being good. I like the rest of my spells a little bit better. That's fine. I have to discard 2. And I'll discard the Behold the Multiverse also. So I'll go Decisive Denial. Cool. They have 2 mana left. I wonder what that 2 mana is for. It could be a Drory Disruption. I think for now I'm just gonna bounce the token. Get rid of that. My turn. They might have a Shark Typhoon to cycle. That might be what the pausing there is. I'm just passing again. I don't want to... I could play Nissa and have a single counterspell up, but I don't want to do that. I'm just going to play Brazen Borrower and start attacking them in the air. Can't attack on the ground because they have Hall of Storm Giants. Go. Sure. Resolves. I can't do anything about that. They have more mana than they know what to do with. That's fine. I'll try to bounce the Strict Proctor. And I'll just play another Brazen Borrower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They still have 7 mana, so they can still activate a Hall of the Storm Giants. So they're not just dead. But I do have double counterspell up now. How about no? Go. So this is a mana leak for 4, or a 4-cost counterspell thingy. So I let that resolve. What other instance do they have? They have, like, more discontinuities and stuff like that. I think I'm just going to play Netpack Ambusher, though. Okay, they had a disruption the whole time. I think I can just kill them, right? Mm-hmm. They only have 1 mana up, but just gonna overpay for that. Cool. That was a good game. We got ourselves out of the mana screw. Okay. What is good here? A lot of our cards are good in this matchup. If anything, this is a little worse here. Could probably trim a Spiral, could probably trim the Abundant Harvest. Might go down to just 2 Nissa. Tapping out seems not great. Maybe something like this. The Narset's reversal is here mostly for black decks who try to Thought Distortion me. But I think it'll be okay here too. Well, I'm going to keep this hand, miss my land drops, and die probably. But if I don't do that, if I actually hit land drops, this hand is really good. Oh, that's one miss. Okay, that's not a miss. Sure. This does turn off Frilled Mystic also. Countering my Growth Spiral. Sure. So what's the play here? I think I just go land pass. Cool. Now I'll go shock pass. Them getting the combo and then doing nothing is kind of funny. Sure. I guess Shark Typhoon's not nothing, but it's not great either. I'm gonna let them hit me. This is a Behold the Multiverse turn. Huh. They use Discontinuity as a 2-mana counter for my draw spell. Okay. I think I'm just passing again. I need to bounce the Strict Proctor on end step here. So then these Frilled Mystics actually have text. Okay, land. Okay, did find a land. The Shifting Ceratops and the Brazen Borrower can both block this shark eventually, so I'm not as scared of the shark, maybe as I should be. I'm gonna try this. If it doesn't work, we just lose. Cool. Not just losing today. Oh, I see. I'm gonna get blue here. Sure. I'm just gonna play my Shifting Ceratops now. Go. I guess I could have passed and had Petty Theft plus Brazen Borrower to block or to do things. They have so much mana that the Thassa's Intervention is not doing anything, though. I'd like to find one more land. Cool. So now I have Petty Theft plus Flash Frilled Mystic to counter a spell as an option. This Frilled Mystic's just getting in there. Like, it's... If it trades with the shark, that's fine with me. If it chips in for damage, that's fine with me. Yeah, that's fine. Well, it's not really fine, but like, what am I gonna do about it? Now I think I flash this in to try to block. Oh, I can block the 1/3 now. Okay. I think I'm gonna get blue again. I think I'm gonna try to petty theft the shark. Huh. So here's the thing. If I don't do this, the shark just kills me. But Teferi just does a lot on its own also. Yeah, kill my clue token, sure. Can I kill Teferi? Settle the wreckage. Okay, but I can counter settle the wreckage. Kill Teferi.
We will meet again.
Pass the turn. Play Brazen Borrower. Attacks. Do I let this happen? I think so. I think I just say, okay, you can time walk me here. Do I counter this one? I think so. Counter that one. Attack for 9. They don't have a creature land. And we did it. Whew. I mean, they flooded a little, but we got there. Okay, so that's why you play this deck. So we figured it out. If you hate control decks, you should play a deck like this. This deck is pretty good against control, has the tools that match up well against what control is doing. The one awkward part is that Frilled Mystic doesn't do anything if they have a Strict Proctor in play. And Strict Proctor is a 2-mana spell that gets down under all of the counter magic in this deck. So I think that's a bit of an oversight, something I would look to change. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter. They weren't able to do anything with all of the mana they got. They were still only casting one spell a turn that ran into the rest of our counter spells. And then once we did take the Strict Proctors off the table, Frilled Mystic still had text. So it still kind of went just fine, even though it was a little awkward there. What else do I have to say about this deck? I enjoy playing decks like this. Frilled Mystic is great, and I love that Frilled Mystic and Nightpack Ambusher go together so well. We never really got to show off how powerful Nissa can be in this deck. I think this deck has some stuff going for it. It's pretty good against slower control decks, and if mid-range decks ever become a thing in the historic format, you could play a deck like this pretty reasonably. And you still might be able to play this deck because the control decks are so good. But we played against the Niv Mizzet control deck, and we just got destroyed. It wasn't even close. We had missed some mana issues, so maybe 10 times out of 10, that matchup is favorable for us. That's something I'd like to go back and test a little bit more. If this deck is good against both control decks, or all three control decks that are popular right now, you should definitely give it a look, and I might play it this weekend. If this deck is not good against the control decks, I think it's pretty bad against the Cat Oven decks and some of the other stuff going on. Like the Auras decks felt like an atrocious matchup. I need to figure something else out for that. So there's, you win some, you lose some, I guess, but it's hard to play. It's hard to be okay playing such a polarizing deck in a format like Historic, because we don't know what the best deck is. People play a lot of Control, but that's not necessarily what everybody's going to be playing, and you could just not play against Control and just lose a bunch with this deck. Well, I think I've rambled enough. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing Frilled Mystic get its day in the sun. I hope everybody has a good weekend, and I will catch you next time.